Good morning, students. Hope you understand how we are identifying the business opportunity. Now, we are seeing market assessment for small scale enterprise. The first step of the project analysis is to estimate the potential size of the market and to get idea about the market share that is likely to be captured. And it can be done by two questions. What is the likely aggregate demand for the product and service? क्या डिमांड हो सकती है आपको वो आइडेंटिफाई करना है एंड व्हाट शेयर ऑफ द मार्केट विल दैट प्रपोज्ड प्रोजेक्ट एंजॉय कितना शेयर मार्केट का जो है प्रपोज प्रोजेक्ट एंजॉय कर सकता है यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई दिस देन यू कम टू नो अबाउट द मार्केट there are certain steps for market analysis and demand analysis like situation analysis specification of objective you can say then collection of secondary data, conduct a market survey, then characteristic of market. In characteristic of market, in a market survey, you are going to give them a description of the market, what market is exactly. And then after demand forecasting and market planning you will do. Now take this step one by one. First is situation analysis and specification of objective. Here, project analyst may informally talk to the customer, competitors, middleman, etc. in an industry and they evaluate preference, purchasing power of the customer, action strategies of the competitor, and the practices of the middleman because this gives you an idea. Then you make a formal study need not to be require a situational analysis generate enough data to measure market handle project demand and revenue ठीक है so you have enough data to for all these things you have to collect the data you have to do a formal study for that then a formal study of the market and demand is required it is necessary to spell out the objective clearly for this क्योंकि जब आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव क्लियर होगा उसी के अकॉर्डिंग यू विल डू अ मार्केट एनालिसिस we have to see how the information gathered will be relevant in forecasting the overall market demand and assessing the share of the market the project will capture. Clear? Then we will collect the secondary information because secondary information is very important to make a base. It is provided the base and starting point for market and demand analysis and there are various sources for that it depends on your product your business opportunity which type of you can say secondary information is helpful to you we have data from census of india information about population demographic characteristics household size and composition we get from here then we have a national sample survey report which is basically issued by cabinet secretary government of india and various economic and social aspects they are covering like pattern of consumption distribution of household etc then you have a plan reports basically issued by planning commission and it gives you the various information like wealth information actual outlay accomplishment etc and then we have a statistical abstract of indian union which is give a central statistical organization and they give information like demographic information national income information and all then we have a indian yearbook which gives you data about annual publication of well, it is an annual publication of the ministry of information and broadcasting it gives you information on economics and other aspect and then we have a statistical yearbook it is the annual publication of the united nation it provides a world statistics relating to various aspects like population, demography, GDP, etc. Then we have an economic survey, annual publication of your Ministry of Finance, which give you data on how industrial production, wholesale price, export, and national income, etc. Then we have a guideline to industries. This is the annual publication of the Ministry of Indian Industrial Development. And then we have an annual survey of industries, the annual publication of the Central Statistical Organization. And it includes various aspects of the industry like number of units, state-wise distribution, etc. Then annual report of Development Wing, Ministry of Commerce and Industries is there, and it provides information like new item manufactured for first time in India, and list of protected industries also we get from here. And then annual bulletin of statistics for of export and import, which gives you information about the export and import as per the international classification. Then industrial potential survey, and IDBI is in consortium with other financial institutions has conducted and published industrial potential survey for several backward areas. So this report also can help you to analyze the market, whether your idea have a sufficient market or not. Clear? Then conduct a market survey. In conducting a market survey, you have certain steps that you need to follow. Okay, like you have to define the target population, because you have a now secondary data. Now you have to collect some primary data, and for that you need a sample survey. Okay, you have to define target population, then select the sample scheme and sample size. Sample scheme means simple random sampling होगी, कौन सी sampling है, stratified है, cluster है, everything you have to define. Then develop a questionnaire. Then recruit and trained the field investigator. Then obtain information as per questionnaire from the sample of the respondent. ये काम आप लोग देख रहे होगे, आप लोग जो अपने प्रोजेक्ट्स में जाते हैं उनमें भी आप लोग करते हैं. कुछ कंपनीज अपने नए प्रोडक्ट्स, अपने किसी नए बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ को आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए आपकी हेल्प लेती है, सर्वे करने के लिए. ओके, देन scrutinize the information that whatever you have get, and then analyze and interpret the information. Clear? From here now you get a clear picture after analyzing or interpreting the information. And for that you can use the statistical tool also for analyzing the interpreting the data. Then next step is to characterization of the market. In the characterization of the market, you will based on secondary and primary data, market for a product and service will describe in the following terms like effective demand in past and present. क्या होगी? Break down the demand in different segments like nature of the product, consumer group, geographical division and all. Okay, लाइक नेचर प्रोडक्ट मीन्स अगर आप बस है, बस की डिफरेंट कैपेसिटीज़ के साथ आप बताएंगे. ठीक है, इस तरीके से आप ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं डिमांड को. देन प्राइस, इन प्राइस यू विल टेल अबाउट द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्राइस. FOB प्राइस मीन्स फ्री ऑन बोर्ड प्राइस क्या है, आपका लैंडेड प्राइस क्या है इम्पोर्टेड गुड का, होलसेल प्राइस क्या है, रिटेल प्राइस क्या होगा, एवरीथिंग यू हैव टू टेल. Then the method of distribution and sales promotion, what are they use? Sale promotion, capital goods, industrial good have a different distribution channel. So you have to identify that. Okay, then consumer, एंड कंज्यूमर के अपने डायमेंशन है लाइक डेमोक्रेटिक. अगर आप देखें तो एज, सेक्स, इनकम, प्रोफेशन के बेसिस में आप उनको क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज एटीट्यूडल क्लासिफिकेशन दिया मीन्स प्रेफरेंस, उनका इंटेंशन, उनके एटीट्यूड, उनके रिस्पॉन्सेस के बेसिस में. देन सप्लायर एंड कंपटीशन, कि कितने एग्जिस्टिंग सोर्स ऑफ सप्लायर हैं, ठीक है, लोकेशन उनकी क्या है, प्रेजेंट प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी उनकी क्या है. Then you have to identify the competition like price, quality, availability, promotional efforts. In every aspect, you have to analyze the competition. Then government policies. What are the government plans, legislations that will help you? Clear? So you have to define the market, characterize the market. Then demand forecasting. In demand forecasting, you have certain methods, certain qualitative and quantitative method that you are do to identify the demand. You will learn these demand forecasting statistical method in your next chapter, project management, also in detail. Here I am covering only the topic because it cover only topic here. Like opinion method is there, Delphi method is there, where qualitatively you are identifying the demand. Then time series projections, past year status will help you. Then causal methods, statistical methods are helping you to identify the demand. Clear? Then the choice of technology. Technology is another concern for this. In technology may be defined as an expertise, equipment and a procedure used by organization to transform resource into the output. In technology is a knowledge, you can say it's a method to complete certain process and solve the problem with regard to product or services. Technology generally consider product design, production technique, quality assurance measure, human resource development and management system. Clear? Now the need for technology. Basically, a specific level of technology advancement is highly desirable to ensure the economic growth. Technology ensure effective conversion of innovation into product, which ultimately create more demand of capital and machinery. You see, in your lecture, if we have know the latest technology, how to use cameras, light effect, sound modulation effect and all, you see your lecture become very effective. So this is the role of technology that you know. Okay, you have to choose a technology. So technology play a very important role in making your product successful. It also help in creation of scale, new means, method of production, new use of raw material, and widespread use of machinery. It is most powerful means of taking power from natural in the shape of different inputs. Also, now the choice of technology. Choice of technology is the most important decision from the accelerated development point of view. So entrepreneurs should take this decision very seriously and very carefully. If entrepreneur has committed mistake in selection of technology, the only result is the failure of planning as well as lack of confidence towards the planning. So we have to very concerned about which technology we have used because this is an investment, and once you invest it is very tough to come back from that particular investment. That's why now we have a two type of technology, labor intensive and capital intensive technology. And labor intensive technique, in labor intensive technique, you know, the labor is doing the work, it uses a comparatively large amount of labor, small dose of capital, and in this technique a large amount of labor is combined with a small amount of capital. Thus it rely more on labor input and less on capital input. In this way, labor intensive technique depend more on labor factor as compared to capital factor. It also encourages the manpower skill as well as the capital formation. The advantage of your labor intensive technology. Actually, labor intensive technology gives the increment in the employment opportunity. Effective utilization of capital, decentralization of production system is there, distribution of income is there because you are employ a number of employees, so income can be distributed easily, high level of production is possible, You are saving your foreign exchange. And limitation is there is a static and short term in nature. क्योंकि लेबर जो है काम आपकी कर रही है वो जो है आपकी स्टैटिक रहेगी, शॉर्ट टर्म में ही रहती है, क्योंकि एज योर वर्क इज इंक्रीजिंग you need a support of machinery. They provide scope of low rate of capital formation and they fail to improve the skill of the manpower. क्योंकि कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन नहीं हो रहा है, बड़ी बड़ी बिल्डिंग या फिर आप कह सकते हैं बड़ी बहुत लार्ज स्केल में प्रोडक्शन हम नहीं करें, तो कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन इन केस ऑफ लेबर इंटेंसिव इंडस्ट्री इज रिलेटिवली लो. क्लियर? Then the capital intensive technique we have. Capital intensive technique may be defined as that technique in which comparatively large amount of capital is used but a small number of labor. Means you are using a machine, latest technology for production and all. Clear? And more volume of input of capital is required as compared to the input in labor. There is a certain advantage of capital intensive, like rapid economic development is possible, latest production system is there, high level of production is possible, strategic effect is there, improvement in standard of living, creation of employment opportunities possible. Clear? Then limitation is there. It exploits labor workforce as well as consumer. It divides society into two parts, haves and have not, because बेसिकली कैपिटल इंटेंसिव जो है आपकी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इनकम प्रॉपर नहीं कर पाती, बिकॉज यहाँ पर क्या है, आप कैपिटल इंटेंसिव में जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट है वो बहुत कम कर देते हैं. एवरी वर्क इज डन बाय द मशीनरी, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स इज जस्ट एन ऑपरेटर ऑफ दैट मशीन एंड it create a gap between a rich and poor more. It avoid a balanced regional development. It encourage wasteful use of capital resources also. Clear? And we have certain types of production system. I think you remember this production system in your production subject. Job shop, where you give specialized type of product. Then batch technology means आप certain batch size में बनाते हैं products को जब, और continuous flow process technology जहाँ machine रुकती नहीं है, 24 hours they are working. So these are the production type system. And then factor determination in the choice of technique. अब आप choice of technique है, उसमें बहुत certain factors होते हैं. That means you can say there or limitations are there कि which technology we have to opt or which not, like government policy, prevailing factor endowment, existing technological level, availability of resources, institutional arrangements. You will see what type of institutional arrangement you have. All these guide you in choosing the technology which is suitable for your business. Clear? In next class we will going to cover selection of site and location. Hope you understand the concept of technology and market. If you have any doubt, you can call me. Thank you, students.